Let's have your attention, guys, please. This is the 5:17:05 briefing. So I'm Rob, welcome everyone. We'll have a proper, more in-depth briefing in the morning or tomorrow evening, depending how we get on. But I just want to start by welcoming you. You've come from all over the place. It looks like we're still optimistic we've got some slots this weekend. We'll have the full Met for this slot from this evening's slot from Barry in a moment. But just want to welcome you all. Say thanks to Tim again and his family for hosting.
Welcome everybody. Thank you very much for coming. It's always difficult to call these things, but the logistics of it's getting a nightmare nowadays. So we called it on with hoping that we're going to get some slots. We'll hear more about that in a moment. There is a big challenge though. We think we've beaten you. I'm bloody sure you can't beat us this year, but the bar is well stocked, and if you can get through it tonight, you'll have done a brilliant job. And there won't be any flying tomorrow morning if you managed it either. So, a couple of things. Obviously, we've got a big change in the way the farm's been farmed this year. This field out here to the right has recently been sown with oilseed rape. Now, it's a typical around this area of how it is. You can see the striping from the drills. You can see the ground is rolled, and the wheat is not standing anymore, the old wheat stubble. And that is typical of this area. So if you see that out and about, go on to the next one. There's plenty more of them. Large fields of areas. That field across the other side that's brown, that's been rolled and cultivated, they're not drilled yet. They're waiting for the end of the month before they actually drill them into any seed corn into them. There are plenty of those fields around to land in. Generally out there, they're big fields, there's plenty of places to go into. It's just this rape, which is a damn nuisance. We've put out to 150 farmers around the area here saying, if you got some rape, it's a bit difficult to identify it, put a plastic can on a pole in the field. So if you see any of those, that will be recently drilled oilseed rape.
Can we hear it from Richard? He wasn't here last time. So.
Well, welcome everybody, and once again, it's our pleasure to sponsor this, what's becoming a fantastic annual event. Thanks to these guys here, I really don't have to do too much of the work other than turn up and smile and bring lots of prizes with me. So we have booked the weather-ish. There is lots of prizes to be had for some light-hearted competition. If we do go tonight, there's no competition tonight, but anybody that does fly tonight will give you a special pat on the back for that. A special welcome to Nusa and Constanza Lado from the Ultra Magic Factory. Let's have a great weekend.
Good evening, everybody. Not very good tonight, but...
Oh, I just said we'd booked it.
But it's 120, 10 knots, 18C on the ground, gusting to about 18. 500-foot wind is...
That's what we want.
Yeah, perché mi sembra che un po' sì.
No turn events?
No.
Just one red line?
Yeah, we can get Kim up.
I'll pull that.
Complicated,
Just
I know,
not
I
one
know
there.
what the red line does.
Can we get Kim here for you? For red line, yeah.
I'll take this bit back, you do that bit. Up to the pilot.
Actually, he's one of my friends. Yeah. Yeah, they were planning on going up anyway. First time in this country, that one slow. It's from Spain. I think two girls out of here from the factory. Well, they're the daughters of the owner.
expected. Basically, it's like the see. And the frightening thing was, I turned up on the Saturday morning and my friend was there and he said, right, are you going to fly? It was a really calm morning. I thought, it'd be great, just bomb up and down on the field. I said, I'd love to, but I've got no instruments now with me. He said, don't take, none of us take them. Get in. So I did. It's really weird. You're in a country you don't know. No instrument, no nothing. Not even a radio. 3 of us flew out of this field. And he said, don't worry, wherever we land, we will find a way of getting back. Ballooning. And he said, well, when I go, he said, normally I carry a little plastic jerry can. So what do you do that for? caution. You definitely got to swing around a bit. It's
What's this your workout for the week, is it, Andy?
the envelope out. Yeah.
Everyone heading over this way, are they?
Find out after. Oh, tag it just a Go on. We need a Robert, don't we, really? Do you reckon? Be amazed. Okay. Hang on, I'm not pulling anything yet. No minute, hang on.
Oh, you've been frames going to have a
Yeah.
or Facebook on Monday morning.
Turn the camera off, can I? Make him stop. Yeah.
What's it worth? How much is it worth? It's 250 quid for you've been framed, so...
Oh, that's not bad. I'll take it.
Now, how much are you going to pay me?
Why don't you push it back up, Mike? I'm trying, John, I'm trying. Okay. Do a bit more. And again. There we go. Right, it's going to come down heavy. Is it really? Yeah. You're joking. No.
So where's your crew?
Yeah, we are. Me and I'm going to do it tonight. I'm going to fly it tonight, and I'm going to crew at the same time. Stuck in his look. I know. Can't get the crew, can you?
So who's driving the retrieval truck?
I'm going to do that as well. I think we're going to have the landline tied. We'll tow it along then, Mark, are we?
A tether with a 100-foot cable.
That's it. Oh, look what you've done to this.
Get this name on here.
Oh, we just call that a shadow line.
You're not airbrushing out.
Hey, this is better than watching telly, this is.
John out completely. Get the arse right. Robert.
Sorry, guys.
Oh, actually, ordinarily we'd drive it out, but as you're here...
As you said, you've got a Bobby special.
Usually we put fried rice. And looks as well. John?
So the two tanks will rotate on this corner. And what do you think happens on your way?
That was a couple of hours ago.
Those have got people back.
Which way is it going?
That's got people back.
Which one am I turning on first?
Turn on the power light first. And listen. Listen there. Switch the red one first. Face that way.
Oh my god, I'm getting dizzy now.
Other way you want face. Other way. Turn the other way.
What?
Because the flame's going to go that way, that's why.
Just a tiny
Right. Hit the pilot light or the red button.
real bang. No, it won't back.
Turn your left tank on first, because that's how you're going to place on.
What the hell? Which one?
Left hand side.
Yeah.
Okay, ready to
Why is it still...
Burn it out, burn it out. You only need to use the left one because the right one's not connected.
Oh, well, I'm used to doing both.
Leave it on.
Why?
Because you're going to test the right one now. Turn this one on here. 2 turns.
Oh, hello.
Nothing like getting a PET training with a
Turn it off. There.
Oh, I know how to turn it off.
And burn it out. Fantastic. Thank you.
Out the
Part of it, see?
Sharon, the radio switched on.
Thanks.
The SAS arriving. What's this? The A team arriving, is it?
Quick, isn't it?
Alright.
Is that the road to me, are you?
All go, innit? It dropped down quite a lot. Looking at that windsock, it's dropped down quite a bit, hasn't it?
bit more before you're going to walk it, but... Keys in. Just stop still.
I'm sure there's a plane going to land earlier. He flew over. It looked like he was going to land.
Briefing, please. Sorry, we're without a PA, so I'm just going to shout. I hope you can hear me. Welcome again. Some of us had a really nice flight last night. I flew in the Techno 70 friendship balloon. So thanks Richard Penny for that. That was great fun. Really good. Nice bit of kit. I think we're trying the line out this morning. I haven't got much else to say really on this briefing in addition to what I said yesterday. I don't think there's anyone new. Although Simon, I see you're here, you're new. If you've got any questions, let me know. Richard, do you want to say a few words?
Yeah, well, there's some competitions again this morning. So the friendship balloon is going from here. If you want to grab a marker and just jot your name and the marker number and colour on there. If you want to do a hare and hounds with it, we'll be putting a cross out. If we do put a cross out, try not to all land in the same field, just chuck it out. Also, try not to throw it in the next city, because I'm slowly running out of markers from the last couple of years. So.
Okay.
Also, we'll do a distance prize as well this morning, so if anybody wants to try for that, I don't know what the gradient winds are, but anyway, distance prize this morning. Again, try and make sure you're back in time for the prize giving, otherwise you won't get one. There's not much airspace around here, so if anybody wants to try for an altitude as well, up to 10,000 feet or something like that, then anybody feeling a bit brave, then whiz up there and we'll do a prize for that as well. Just speak to Peter when you get back. We're going to try for a line-up?
Yes.
Yeah,
try that.
So a line is a line, I think you can all understand that. All the way down the runway. The friendship balloon will go first, because we want to get a picture of all your pretty balloons. Once we take off, we get the picture and then go. So yeah, if you could just hold for a couple of minutes when you inflate until the friendship balloon goes, and then off we go.
Okay. Thanks, Richard.
Thanks very much.
I've been inundated with requests for pilots, crew. I've had about 20 people come up to me. I've lost track of who wants what, but if there's spare crew, spare pilots, spare instructors, I can't recall who wants what anymore. It's just spinning around in my head. Just come here and we'll try and sort you all out. Anyone that can fly a farmer, we'd be grateful if you could also come to the front. Any farmers who are hoping to fly, we cannot guarantee you to fly, but we'll do everything we can to sort that out for you. All right?
Yeah. Choke bar. Yeah. Not the choke. On your backs.
Fuel's turned off, that's why.
No, it's not.
It is.
Yeah, that way. That way.
It never is.
Oh, no.
Fuel.
It's on. It's turned off.
Yeah, no fuel. There's no.
It's not on, I just turned it on.
I was getting based on what was in the pipe.
Yeah.
Get on it.
that if you tell everybody that up front. But you know, you need to get that organised, and you need a siren to say you don't fly until the siren's gone.
So we can get a shot of the blaze. Yeah, we are the hair.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
The automatic one's right in the foreground of the shot. We'll do 15 a minute here. That's it, I've got 4 in there. Good, Kev? There, a step front cover. Got on it.
I think I got the same shot as you, automatic. Right in the foreground.
That's perfect, isn't it? Took up just about right time now, isn't it? Perfect. Have you ever filmed from 10 and a half over?
How far apart?
Did they win
I think we might be on our limited at 70 with 3. I forgot there was 3 of us.
Did you how did you get on last night? Where did you get done? How far did you go? What distance was? Oh yeah, because you're in it.
Yeah, it's quicker down there, isn't it? Amazing.
That's quite interesting actually. Everybody else stays down there. We end up being on the park.
I don't know what Q&A to set on, but
1009 it should be.
Oop. Don't like heights. Round out sort of level. Look at that. Bon dia!
That's mad. All over Facebook, isn't it? Why have they roll it?
It's quicker down there, isn't it?
Oh, are you? There's a green bag here with something in it.
But they're great at that. I just put the seamers on it all night.
He'll give me that.
completed the field.
You're actually going right, if anything. Oh no.
Your landing position, Kevin?
There's nothing to hold on to. Bend your knees and hope for the best. I flew with Andy before.
Turbo down here.
I flew with Andy a couple of times before.
No, I haven't. You feel like you have? I feel like I have, yeah. I've only ever seen him in a bar. And what's wrong with that? Now we're getting right. It could just be that bunch of trees. Bend your knees, hold on tight.
mate, all right. Twisted my ankle a bit. Yeah, I'm fine. I could see we were coming a little bit on the quick side.
Come on and try to get the cross.
No one's tried for the cross yet, then. He looks online for it, doesn't he?
I think that higher was not the best option.
Which one?
That one is a bit higher.
What, the black?
That blackish looking.
The black, red and yellow one?
No, he's coming good.
Never thrown one of these before. Chuck it.
Oh, fucking hell.
Damn it! Come back, try again.
Yeah, when you're on the floor, you're all going, oh yeah. For quite a while you're sat in that slow layer. Higher up. Just got away with that.
Landing. Oh.
He needs to rip out, but now he's going to fly up 200 feet.
I don't know if he's on his GFT or...
That could be.
I think he said yesterday he was doing his GFT in the morning.
He was with a speedy to and he took the edge if he was on there anyway. Is that right?
These French guys are trying to work. He said if they haven't made this one. You haven't got much. There can't be much weight in that basket, so it's grounded, you know.
What's that?
I missed you.
You did.
Hang on, should we move the cross?
Yeah, the zone.
That was feeble.
Would you stop moving? I'm trying to get a photograph.
Front the sun.
Yeah, from the sun. With the
I got
sun.
one in front of the sun.
I got. I don't know if the moon's up on the picture. The sun, the moon.
Or a basket. That's better like we come in on. Just call it a day.
He gets a good lob.
He's coming.
He might be on for it.
He might well be. He's got a good line. I think it's better all the time.
Oh, he's gonna skip the top of it, isn't he? Or what happens if he lands on the cross? Does that make him the winner?
Well, technically, ground contact and the competition there, ground contact would be a disqualification. I know we can't give it to him. It's Mr. Court. Can't
He's on his checkout flight here.
Oh. Yeah, you can't beat that, can you? Oh shit, get me phone out.
You got a marker? No, lend us a marker.
Oh, we got a winner.
Most of it, couldn't you? Most of it, yeah.
That last we went on.
Yeah, well, we had a couple of times we just had it right on the deck. You went right.
Has your Spencer gone off of it?
Oh, I'll go.
Hello?
Hello. It is. It's because it's see-through. You can see the blue.
That's Spencer.
How is it?
Disgruntled farmer.
Yeah. The problem is you landed near a road. There's no exit. No access. What are you doing at that?
Albuquerque and then, then Natchez. I've got 2 PSs out there. And then get back midweek on the 22nd. That's when I get back. So then it's only that following weekend I've got available to me. If the weather's crapping up weekend, I've sort of wasted my time, haven't I?
Yeah, wasted.
Can't take any time off in a week, so I think I was too busy this year.
Farmer's call. Hey? Farmer's call.
Brilliant. This thing's quite a lump.
Yeah, I was hoping that's what you had this week. Is that lightweight as well?
It's not lightweight because it's got hyperlast top end. It's not light, but it is compared to this one.
Oh yeah.
I think as long as that one just
Can you hear me? I've had yeses and no's.
Stand away from the speaker.
Is that better? Yeah. Okay. All right. So we've just had the 8th annual grassroots balloon meet, and
time flies. Time flies when you're having fun, eh? But it's kind of crazy. It's just, I can't believe it's number 8. It is crazy. It wouldn't be a meet if it weren't for you guys coming all over. I mean, you have come from all over the UK. Literally, you come from north, south, east, west, all over. So thank you. I know it was a difficult Met call, but we made it. So, and the decision was made, and that's that. Obviously, this is your meet, it's our meet. We're all in this together. I'd appreciate when you kind of all got home, you caught up with sleep, you got back into your sort of regular routines. I want feedback. Don't say, oh, yeah, it's a really good meet, Rob. Yeah, blah blah blah. But be more specific than that, you know.
Too long.
Yeah. Right. Shut the F up.
Was that a specific, was it?
Yeah. You know, what do we do more of, less of, all that sort of stuff? Because we're doing it for you. So just drop me, yeah, stuff like that. You know, yeah, or just jot it all down, and we'll collate your answers, and we'll have we'll have a think. So anyway, that's just my long-winded way of saying thank you for all coming and on what was quite a sort of marginal weather call. So there's the old joke that there's 10 Tims running around here, but there really is just one. I know he's here, there, and everywhere. Tim has once again kind of opened up his place for us. His family have kind of put up with us for the 8th year now. You know, he gets the job done. What more can we say? I mean, there's fuel, there's drink, there's fences. You know, most of you don't see the work that goes into piling in posts. It takes hours. You know, it's boring, grinding, repetitive work, but it goes on and it's done. And all the rest of it. You know, Tim's up before everyone else, making sure everything gets done. So. Tim, thanks very much. Really appreciate, from the bottom of my heart, appreciate it that you've taken this on. You didn't take up the offer last year, but I want you to take up the offer this year. Take Angie out for a nice meal wherever you want. Not in Sydney, as he said last year, but one of your favourite pubs.
Yeah, well, he is in Sydney.
All right, we'll take her into London. Do whatever. I'll personally see to it. All right, so please do that. So let's hear it for Tim. I want to thank Peter for doing all the paperwork. He loves it. I hate it. I suppose it's all part of a good team. We all do the bits each other don't like doing. There's a lot of paperwork. So thanks, Peter, for doing that. Right. If you haven't put your forms back to him, please do so. If you haven't done registration, you haven't registered yet, please register. But Pete and I speak for hours and hours behind the scenes, trying to sort all this out. So he's one of the unsung heroes. The fourth member of the team's Barry, our Met man. Thank you, Barry, for finally getting us some decent weather. Barry, go on. Barry also kind of runs the bar or coordinates the bar.
Come on, that wasn't very good for the bar. Let's have it. Come on.
Coming on to that.
I'll tell you what, just as a quick one, there might be a fair team behind grassroots, but there's a bigger team behind the bar looking after it, and there's a lot of people there. There's one standing up above the rest of them who's done a glorious job supplying us with the booze and getting it all sorted. Barry has done a big job on the bar, getting the licences for a change. And not only that, you still haven't managed to drink us dry. You've got one keg to take back, so we've beaten you. Bad luck, you didn't cruise out last time. Well done, Steve.
So on the bar stuff, I've got a list. It's Ken, Jane, Kevin, Helen, Kai, Frank Ewer. If I've missed anyone, I'm sorry, but they're the names I've got. Really appreciate it, all of you. Please
blame Barry if I haven't got the name.
all right, please do it again in years to come. More people to thank. The list goes on. Kish, where are you? Thank you for the use of this PA. He was out soldering it about 5 minutes ago, repairing it. I don't know where he is, but thanks. Thanks, Kish.
Can't hear you at the back.
Who else do I want to thank? I want to thank Keldon Meats coming down from Hexham. I think that's where they're based. I think fairly priced, delicious grub kept us going. I think we've actually eaten them out of stock, which is good for them. They've also very kindly made a substantial contribution towards the running of the event, for which I'm extremely grateful. You here, Keldon Meats? Hey, Keldon Meats, come here. So this okay. As I say, they've made a very substantial contribution towards running the event, so thank you, and thanks for everything you've done. And hopefully you'll be back.
Hopefully we will be.
Yeah.
Bottle of whiskey and pip.
Yeah, bottle of whiskey, take a pip, bottle of Pimm's.
I think
the girl needs Pimm's. I've had me whiskey.
Have you? All right.
You've
Okay.
had me whiskey, right.
All right. Who next? Want to thank our main sponsors for this year, Richard from Ultra Magic UK. Thank you ever so much for helping us out again this year. We've also had the girls, Joseph's daughters, come down from Ultra Magic HQ in Spain, which is great. So thank you very much for coming. Really appreciate it. We've also got Chris Dunkley's here. Chris and Jane Dunkley. Easy Balloons. Come on, I'm tired. Bear with me. Easy Balloons. Chris and Jane, you here? Yes. Come here, please.
Make way for you.
Cheers, mate. Have a pot. There's a famous grouse there if you want it.
Oh, very well then.
Do you want to say that for John? Do you want to make us anything to say?
Yep, there we go.
You've usually got something to say.
No, thanks ever so much. It's been really, really good. And congratulations to everybody that's flown and those that have checked out, because it was quite good today. Really brilliant. Thank you.
Thank you, Chris. So in terms of checkouts and competitions, I'm going to hand across to Richard. Do you want to talk through that? Yeah.
Brilliant. Right, let's go with these prizes. It's been some light-hearted competition, but everybody seems to have taken it, well, some more seriously than others, actually. So yesterday evening flight, those that flew, I think it was absolutely fantastic flight. It's one of the best flights I've had this year. It's just such a beautiful evening, and who would have guessed that wind would have just suddenly dropped the way it did? But Barry booked for it to drop, didn't you? And that it did. So we did have a steady sort of 6 or 7 knots on the surface, and I'm pleased to say that the long distance last night, landing in Huntingdon, is with our own Rob Cross, flying the Ultra Magic Friendship Balloon, with a little bit of coercion from myself. He needed to get to 5,000 feet to get it, but we did it. So Rob, if you'd like to...
Thank you very much. I'll take one of those. Thank you.
And we did a shortest distance as well. Primarily, I think it was still quite gusty at that stage, and it was a PUT at the time, so I'm led to believe, and that goes to Dave Tree. Dave Tree. This morning we had a hare and hounds with the Friendship Balloon, and the first place goes to Daniel Gregory with 2 feet from the centre of the cross. So well done, Daniel. Second place with 8.5 feet. These are actually measured with real feet as well, and gloves and sort of like, you know, so 8.5 feet. Don't know who provided the half a foot. Goes to Andrew Gregory.
Peter Gregory.
Sorry, Peter Gregory.
Thank you.
Third place with 9 feet goes to Oliver Webb. Well done, Oliver.
Thank you.
And we wouldn't normally do a fourth place, but we only had 4 markers dropped. It seemed a bit churlish not to give it. So at 17.5 feet is Alan Turner. Oh, Matt, you were behind it, so. We had some reasonable distances in not too stronger gales this morning, so congratulations on the distance first prize at 24.2 nautical miles to Adam Griffiths. And altitude, well, who would have thought it was taken so seriously? So well, fantastic altitude of 15,498 feet this morning. Waving to Chris at EasyJet. Again goes to Adam Griffiths, unsurprisingly. With a distance. And I was only going to do a first prize on this, but the efforts were quite staggering. So at 15,199 feet. Also waving to Chris and EasyJet, it was Tim Davies. Well done, Tim. Double XL for you. And a very worthy third place of 10,588 feet goes to Alex Court. So yeah, checkouts. Great to see new pilots coming into the fold, and in no particular order, with Dave Court, I'm led to believe this morning, who, as you will remember, also won the Hare and Hounds, is Daniel Gregory.
Yeah, he sat down at the back.
We've
David.
we're pleased to give you this hoodie so that next year you can try the altitude with your new license, and you'll need that to keep warm.
Yeah, I really got that. Well done, David.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Yeah,
Thanks, Dave. Thank you very much. And with Pete Dolby this morning, who was also being checked out by Kevin Meehan, the list goes on and on and on with this one, is Damien Torrington.
He's gone home with me.
Well done. Thirdly, with Chris Dunkley, is David Tree. Have I got that written down right? David Tree. You're very welcome.
And also with Chris Dunkley during the week from here, so that counts as grassroots, Damien Busby. And then bagging the flight bag goes to somebody that's done particularly well this morning with the Hare and Hounds and getting a PPO checkout. So Daniel Gregory, if you'd like to come back up again. And that's all that's on my list, unless you can think of anybody else.
Not off the top of my head.
I haven't forgotten. I normally forget something and you tell me afterwards. Anyway, so just to say thanks to all you guys for coming, and thanks this morning for a great flight. We got some fantastic pictures of you all lined up from the Friendship Balloon. Yeah, hopefully they'll go far and wide. And so thanks for hanging around on the ground this morning for those few extra minutes. It really makes it worth it. And yeah, we're delighted to sponsor this event.
59 we had in that line this morning.
59 in the lineup, so you know, we've got to get to that magic 100, so nearly double it. But yeah, and very pleased to announce that we will be sponsoring Grassroots in 2016, so please come back.
Richard, thank you, that's brilliant. That's yeah.
That's the thank
Most importantly, I should have thanked Noose and Constanza for coming over from Ultra Magic in Spain and actually providing all these fantastic prizes that we've been allowed to award today. So can you raise the applause for Noose and Constanza and for Ultra Magic? Thank you very much. It's the encore job, isn't it? The sponsors.
No, thanks again, Ultra Magic, Richard, for your generous sponsorship and your offer for next year. That's fantastic. That's news, as I say, as you heard that here just now. Brilliant. Is Angie here? Angie and the girls? Sam?
We've got to do it next year now.
Sam, just want to thank you, lovely ladies, for all your help once again. Getting up at stupid o'clock, going to bed at stupid o'clock, working.
Well, I don't think Kai's gone to bed because she was on the bar
Well,
as well. As
that's exactly. So thanks very much. Last year we gave you champagne and you complained because you like Pimm's, so you got Pimm's this year. So there's a bottle, some bottles there. Please take them. All right. Okay. So I think we're done. No problem.
Lovely.
Pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you for all coming and supporting us. It's great. Thank you.
Yeah. Could you the shop, the Ultra Magic shop is still open. There's some great stuff in there at very reasonable prices. So please pile in there on your way out and buy something. That'd be really helps the sponsorship. Has a knock-on effect. Other than that, unless anyone else has got anything to say, it's an open mic if you want. Hang on. I'll wish you a safe journey home. I know you're all tired, so take it easy. Don't rush out there. Just take your time. You'll get there.
You mentioned we've got a DVD. Hopefully going to be.
Yeah, I hope you're going to get a DVD of this weekend sorted. So watch this space, and we'll keep you informed on that. And I say, don't forget to keep me. You know, send me emails with your suggestions as well as to where we go. All right.
Photographs as well, please.
Any photos, any stuff you've got as well. Tim, do you want to?
Well, from me, thank you very much. You've all done a damn good job. I've got very little rubbish to clear up, and that's brilliant. Bins are all filled, which is where it should be. Thank you again. Next little bit, we got the gas tanker in yesterday. We've had a pretty poor time on the number of flights, so we haven't used much gas. If you can go home full, then it will mean I can keep the prices down, so that would help. Otherwise, thank you very much for coming. Tonight, or even if it's still, well, yeah, this evening there's flying as well. It's always open here at Sackville anyway. We've always got gas, there's always a welcome, and we like to see you. So if anybody wants to stay on this evening and fly, it's available, you can do so. Showers and toilets, and they're all still here as well, so if you want to stay on to Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, no problem. Have a holiday, enjoy it, but thank you very much for all coming.
I think it's fair to say the whole team.
on behalf of all the pilots, let's just give one more round of applause to the whole team.